did the stock market finally put the brakes on moving lower? Let's use our technical analysis to see if we can get any insight for what can happen next week. First off the chart is the S&P. S&P closed at 3,901.36, and let's look at the activity. So we've had a massive slide over the past month and a half here. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, indecision here, 5, 6, also indecisive, 7. 7 weeks. 7 weeks of red candles in front of your face here. So what can happen from here? All right, let's try to zoom out and see if we can find any instance of the market doing something similar with 7 candles here. You're not going to find that in that run. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 massive candles, and then we continue to move, and we really do not see any activity mimicking what's currently happening here. So right now, as far as 10 years are concerned, we don't see anything. And if I zoom out even further, it's going to be harder to find because those candles get smaller. Regardless of that, 7 weeks in a row of just marching to the beat of his own down drum. So what can happen from here? Let's check it out. We've hit our levels here. We've got all of these identified from over the time of tracking the chart. We've had our hammer candle last week, and this week we started to actually move lower, and then it moved higher. So let's take a look at what can happen now. What I'm looking at is that this wick got filled, and when that happened, the price did close in that wick. So this is giving me a signal that the price is going to continue to at least uphold it, because you remember last week I was looking for the price to remain near 4,000, and we did kind of stay close to there. It's at 39.01. So I'm looking to see if the market actually tries to make an attempt to get back above 4,000 next week. So that is the S&P. Let's check out what we got here on the Russell, and we use ticker IWM. So the Russell closed at 176.08. And let's get our zoom on and let's talk about what happened. So we got the bear flag that's in shape now. And remember, my price target is still around 160 or so. We hit 176 right now. We hit near 170. Oh, check this out here. We got some indecisive action. Last week we had a hammer. This week we have the spinning top. The spinning top candle, indecisive action. A lot of things can happen with a spinning top. There is no clear, concise thing about it at all. It can be a continuation pattern. It can be a reversal. It could be either one of those. It all depends on the candle that follows it in order to give it confirmation. So we're going to have to see next week if we can get back above 180. And if it does, then we should be able to hold up above this 200-day moving average, which it has hit again and held its ground. So both the S&P and the Russell held its ground for 2 weeks, where it tried to move lower and came back. And that is a signal that I think will be continuous into next week. Now let's check out Dow Avenue. Let's go over here to Dow Jones, ticker DJI. The Dow closed at 31,261.90. Let's check out the activity. Similar action, a whole bunch of candles in a row, where we had the hammer candle last week, and then this week it made an attempt to go lower and came back higher. So just like last week, the market pushed the price lower and it came back. This week the price went lower and it came back again. So 2 weeks in a row for the Dow. And we're going to speed things up here. Let's check out the Nasdaq block. Check them boys out. The Nasdaq closed at 11,835.62. And let's check out the action. And similar action. So all the indexes are showing something very similar. The week before we made a push lower, and this week that push lower tried to continue and then made a comeback towards the end of the week. So let's wrap this one up here, all right? So the S&P made a move lower, came back. IWM, which is the Russell, which we follow, made a move lower, came back. All four of the indexes made a push lower and came back. And this is the second week in a row where that price made a move lower and came back. The bears are trying to push the price lower, and the bulls are coming back in order to lift things up. And that is a signal that I'm going to use as some type of energy for next week to finally break the chain of the down weeks. Now, will it be powerful? All the indicators are showing that we're going to at least attempt to break above the resistance levels that we're currently sitting at. So I'm looking to see next week finally be the first green week we've had in 7 weeks. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you take care of yourself. Get your exercise in, okay? Do it. It's good for you, your mind, heart, body, and soul, all of that. Get your exercise in. Make sure you drink your water. Take care of yourself out here. You are the best defense towards any disease against your body. Take care of yourself, all right? And I'm going to enjoy my weekend. You make sure you do the same. We get with you next week, all right? Peace.